inflation, real GDP growth, and then the world average weighted by GDP, about 4%. So there's no double dip, you know. And this is their July update, and you can go post it, and it's a nice short 80-page summary if you're interested. But that's figure one, which is about all you really need to see. One of my professional organizations, the National Association for Business Economics, does a survey of its top members. I'm not on that list, so, but they go through about the top 50 guys and survey every quarter their forecast for real GDP growth. So again, in percentage change terms, the expectation is that the U.S. Is on a glide path at about 3% real growth, plus or minus. The top 5 forecasts are higher. The bottom 5 forecasts are lower, but nobody's negative and nobody has a double dip. So I don't understand the whole double dip thing. It's like, you know, if you want to get a soundbite on Fox News, then you say double dip, but it doesn't have anything to do with what people are forecasting. What it has to do with is the risk that the recovery might unravel. Yeah, and that's, you know, of not immaterial probability, but for that matter, neither is the risk that a hurricane will hit Hawaii because it's a El Nino year and because the state took money out of the Hurricane Relief Fund, which actually increases the probability of a hurricane. I mean, the risks are out there, and double dip is certainly one of them, but it's nothing at this point, as you know, in my opinion, it's nothing to really get too hung up about. And to a point either Patrick or Tom just made, it is what's in people's heads right now that's hanging people up. I mean, they're hung up about their fear of something that's of low order probability. And my guess is people just need to get over it. Right? For about 3 months, Greece was the word, and I was like, whatever, you know. And at $1.20 a euro, I was already go to Europe. But now it's $1.30. I don't know if you checked lately. So that, you know, that was sold last quarter, and so even that one's over. Okay, and I just forgot there were reporters in the room, so I'll calm down and bellow out. Here's the Fed's forecast, and this is the world we live in, you guys. We live in a world with Twitter or something, tweets or something. I hear about it. I don't know what it is, but it's out there, and it's beaming through my body, and I'm not even aware of it. The Fed publishes their forecasts. These are from the minutes of their meeting on June 22nd, 23rd. And let me tell you, if you want an example of how to write good minutes for a meeting, you need to go read these. That's amazing. Like, whoever is writing these minutes is awesome. Because within 3 weeks of the meeting, I mean, you're on, you know, committees and whatever, and somebody right before the next meeting, right, somebody sitting there writing the minutes from the last meeting. And so anyway, the point is, these guys publish everything they talked about. They publish their numbers. You want to know what is framing the conduct of monetary policy. It's in print, and they're forecasting 3% GDP growth, somewhat higher over the next several years than the long-term potential GDP growth rate, which is about 2.7%. Okay, and no double dip. Now, this point about what's in people's heads, I'm not picking on the media here, and I'm certainly not picking on the advertiser, which, you know, you gotta love those guys, and the Star Bulletin. Although I've been to the new website, and I'm kind of like, when is 1 + 1 less than 1? Are you getting that? So I mean, I'm just wondering what's going on with the whole new thing here, because. But anyway, about a month ago, I'm just saying, you know, come on, let's get some substance back in here. Okay, yeah, you know, and knock down the pop-ups. Okay, I get that we have to advertise, but the pop-up thing is, so this site has this thing where it doesn't pop up; it sticks it in the back somewhere, right? So when you close the window, there you look down on your, you know, on the bottom, and there's, what the hell is that? Click, boom, pop up. Oh, snap! Got it. Now, I understand this is how you have to make money. Oh, here's the new thing I heard for the print media guys. So, do you guys make the people who advertise on your website also advertise in print? I'm hearing that's a new thing. You want to advertise on one, you got to advertise on the other, brother. You know what I mean? Because neither one is going away. You know, one beat down the other, but they're, you know, Neither one is going to go away, so you got to do the tying thing. Anyway, that's a whole new thing. Someday we'll talk about the economics of internet. It's just like nothing else that's ever been before.